A metric ton of stuff was just dumped on the heads of everyone at San Diego Comic-Con. New movies, new shows, new comics, remakes, sequels, prequels, expanding universes, and on and on. Now, some can argue that in the past, Marvel has had much more to drop on us than they did at this most recent Comic-Con, but others can argue that what they did let out this time was much more impactful and may actually drive asses back to the seats in the theaters.
Shut up and take my money!
This is Mark's on Movies, and today we're talking about the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, let's get into it. I'm not really going to interject a whole lot with these stories. I'm mostly just reporting on what was said, and I'll give some of my thoughts at the end in a quick wrap-up, because this is a lot, and I want to get to all of it.
Keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
But let's dive headfirst into it all with this from comicbook.com about the Fantastic Four. SDCC 2024 Fantastic Four confirmed for next 2 Avengers movies.
You're excited! Feel these nipples!
Marvel's Fantastic Four are set to make their big screen debut next year, with Fantastic Four First Steps scheduled for release on July 25th, 2025. Announced during the Marvel Studios panel at San Diego Comic-Con 2024, it was revealed that the Fantastic Four will also feature in the upcoming Avengers film, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Notably, the film will see Dr. Doom as the central antagonist, which I'll cover the news on more here in just a bit.
You're in for it.
Directed by Matt Shakman, the Fantastic Four film will introduce a fresh lineup for Marvel's first family, including Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, and Ibn Mas Backrack as Ben Grimm, aka The Thing.
First, cool.
The film also features notable characters like Galactus, played by Ralph Ineson, and Julia Garner as Shala Bal, a variant of the Silver Surfer.
Cool? Cool.
There's also the news that everyone is talking about after the MCU panel at San Diego Comic-Con. I teed it up just a moment ago. This is from IGN. MCU's Dr. Doom cast at last for Avengers Doomsday, and it's Robert Downey Jr. At San Diego Comic-Con's Marvel Studios panel, it was announced that RDJ would be returning to the MCU, not as Iron Man, but as Dr. Doom in Avengers 5, which is now known as Avengers Doomsday. Downey Jr. made an appearance at the end of the panel, flanked by Doombots, saying that he would see you in 2 years with Doomsday. The film is slated for May 1st, 2026. Unfortunately, no one left the hall with a clear idea of how this is going to work. Is he somehow playing Tony Stark, who died fighting Thanos in Avengers Endgame? Is he a different guy who looks exactly like Tony Stark? Is he from one of the many alternate Earths?
I don't know.
All Downey Jr. had to say was, new mask, same task. What can I tell ya? I like playing complicated characters. Previously, Avengers 5 was expected to be called Avengers the Kang Dynasty and focus on Kang. However, after Kang actor Jonathan Majors faced legal issues last December, Disney cut ties and made moves to minimize his character.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
There have since been rumors that Marvel would be pivoting from a Kang-centric phase to one focused on Dr. Doom, and it appears that the rumors were true. Meanwhile, the men who are going to be helming the ship for the next 2 Avengers movies are returning to the MCU, much like Robert Downey Jr., IGN reports. The Russo brothers are officially returning to direct Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars.
We're back, baby.
The Russo brothers are set to return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, directing the newly titled Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. This announcement was made during Marvel's panel at San Diego Comic-Con, where the crowd celebrated the exciting reveal that Robert Downey Jr. will be taking on the role of Dr. Doom. Downey Jr., who famously portrayed Tony Stark/Iron Man, will now lead as a villain in these upcoming films alongside scriptwriter Stephen McFeely, known for his work on the Captain America series and Avengers Endgame. Avengers Doomsday, previously named The Kang Dynasty, will premiere in May 2026, following a shift in direction after the departure of Jonathan Majors from the role of Kang the Conqueror, which I mentioned earlier. The film's initial director, Destin Daniel Cretton, stepped down to work on other MCU projects, creating an opening for the Russo brothers to take over. The panel also featured other exciting announcements, such as new footage from Captain America Brave New World, a first look at the Thunderbolts, and new details about the Fantastic Four.
Men like horny.
Ensuring Marvel fans have much to look forward to in the coming years. And also, just to cover everything they went over at the panel, let's go back to IGN just one more time. Everything announced at the Marvel Studios San Diego Comic-Con 2024 panel. Marvel Studios wrapped up its highly anticipated SDCC 2024 panel with a wealth of exciting announcements, including major developments for the Fantastic Four and the next 2 Avengers films. A standout moment was the shocking reveal that Robert Downey Jr. will return to the MCU, but this time as Doctor Doom in a significant role in Avengers Doomsday.
I get it.
I don't get it.
The panel showcased first-look footage from upcoming movies such as Captain America: Brave New World and The Thunderbolts, while introducing new characters like Giancarlo Esposito as Sidewinder. Fantastic Four, titled The Fantastic Four: First Steps, is set in a retro-futuristic version of the 1960s and will star Pedro Pascal, Ibn Moss-Backrack, Joseph Quinn, and Vanessa Kirby, which I mentioned earlier.
Yeehaw, Chuckle.
With production starting soon, fans can expect to see Mr. Fantastic and the Thing in unique storylines, including a science program and a dating show.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Directed by Joe and Anthony Russo, Avengers Doomsday is set for May 2026, while Avengers Secret War is scheduled for May 2027, further solidifying Marvel's expansive future in the cinematic universe. Personally, I'm excited for something to come from Marvel for the first time since Spider-Man: No Way Home. Since then, I haven't given 2 damns about the MCU.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
I don't hate it, I'm just indifferent to it. And that's the worst thing you can be. At least with hate, you're still passionate about it, and they have a good chance of winning you back over if things change for the positive. But when you're apathetic, you've mentally tuned them out and just stop giving a damn whether or not they die or succeed. I'll give these a watch. I've got Disney Plus, so I'll try to catch up on as much as I can before the next Avengers. I guarantee I won't have the same spark of enthusiasm ignited within me for the MCU ever again, but as long as this is fun and they become mainstream relevant again, I'm here for it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Comment with your thoughts on all of this. Are you excited for Marvel's future? Do you care about any or all of these announcements? Do you agree with the casting of Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom? Or is it just desperation by Marvel? Will any of this save Marvel? Let me know down in the comments section. As always, the links to the articles I covered can be found in the video description. Also, please share this video around to everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. This has been Marks on Movies. I'll see you next time.